Romeo Lima Bravo.
Let me move along here. Romeo Lima Bravo. What's the first part of that call?
Whiskey 4.
Whiskey 4, Romeo Lima Bravo. And what's the name there?
Name is Robert. We used to talk on the local repeater here in Louisville. I forgot your first name, John, I believe?
Close. Jim, Juliet, India, Mike. Roger?
Okay, Jim. You remember me? I used to hang around with JR.
Yes, sir, I do. And what you've been running much AF, HF, or just on the 2-meter stuff?
Yeah, mostly HF. Yeah, I don't, there's really nobody on there anymore, it doesn't seem like, or whenever I get on the local repeaters, there isn't very much traffic anymore. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I only usually run this on Friday afternoons from 3:30 till 5, and we're usually on 7188, but had to make some compromises today. Some folks had the frequency already, and were determined that they were going to keep it and not make room for a regularly scheduled net, so we moved down a little bit. No problem. So good to hear you, Robert. If you'd be interested in our setup procedure, it starts with you verifying that you're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass mode. And if you're not sure about that, just make a note to check at your leisure that you are in that 100 to 2900 transmit code, Roger. The frequency range 100 to 2900, Roger.
Copy that. And you're up on YouTube, I believe you said?
Yes, sir, Robert. We're recording now live till 5, and then we post it up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. And so then you can check in to hear your audio. Just go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and it'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2300 Qso-Vlog air check recordings. Roger?
Okay, copy that. I believe, aren't you just right over in Indiana?
Yeah, over in New Albany, Roger, Roger. Now, we're about halfway through that setup procedures. About your compressor engaged at a 3 is the first actual part of our setup, if you would be interested. Compression on at a 3. It's not something that you ever hear on the air, but it helps us arrive at our 3 dB dynamic range setup transmit frequency range at the end. So we were looking for a 3 dB dynamic range, so we move, unprocessed audio is about 30% average peak modulation. So after our setup, you'll be 80 to 85% with crystal clear words. Roger?
Okay, copy that. Well, Jim, you are going a little bit over my head there, exactly what you're talking about. But I guess we're working ground scatter.
Yes, sir. Well, once you get that compressor engaged at a 3, then we move to the ALC, and with mic gain in hand. And as we say the magic word audio, spoken just like you would speak any other word in a QSO, don't stress it, just say it, audio, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running at 2/3. So it's a 2/3 reading on your ALC as you speak the word audio and adjust your mic gain. Roger?
Okay, copy that. I'm not going to do that right now, Jim. I don't really know all the things, all what's going on with this radio right now, but I'll look into it.
Roger, Roger, Robert. Just to take note then, and crank in later as you choose. Good to hear you. Haven't heard you in a long time. I would say 73 over that way. Roger.
Okay, Jim. Likewise, haven't heard you in a while either. I recognize your voice in there, and I said I know that. So anyway, I just figured I'd say hi to you, and I'll go ahead and clear with W4RLB.
Roger, Roger there, Robert. And just FYI, I'm looking at your audio on a VU meter, contact to my receiver, and I can tell the ballistics of your modulation. You are fairly well unprocessed now, so you could use that setup and get you a lot louder with clearer words actually. So it's compression on 3, move to ALC, say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3, and you'll be at a 3 dB dynamic range. And maybe then just a little touch of more treble EQ if you have that capability with that radio. So anyway, let me say 73. Robert, good to hear you in there, sir, and we'll catch you later if you get a chance to join us next Friday.
Okay, copy that.
W1PXI.
W3 for you as well. W4RLB, clear.
Roger, Roger. Robert, station calling. This is KC9VKV, Friday afternoon, Qso-Vlog net. Go ahead.